Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're here for the first time, let me quickly say you're jumping in the middle of my story. Make sure to watch the previous chapter to fully understand my journey to America. And don't forget to subscribe or hit the follow button so you can be notified on my next chapter. So, trust me, things are just starting to unfold. Now, let's get into chapter 4 of my story. A chapter that told me about strength, resilience, and the painful reality of being controlled. So I came to America hoping for a love and a fresh start. But what I got instead was fear and emotional exhaustions. Imagine waking up every single day feeling like you're walking on eggshells. Every word, every action, it felt like a test I could never pass. My husband controlled every part of my life. I couldn't wear what I wanted, long sleeves, long skirts, no jewelry. Even how I tied my hair was dictated by Jackass. And when I questioned it, his excuse was always George said so. The breaking point came just 2 days after I arrived in the US. He took me to his lawyer's office and handed me a prenuptial agreement. He didn't give me time to think, let alone consult anyone. The agreement stated that if I ever left or divorced him, I would receive nothing. If he passed away, I could stay in the house, but his sons would own it. I'll never forget the way he leaned in and whispered, "If you love me, you'll sign this." I thought love meant trust, so I signed it. I didn't know I was giving up more than just my rights. I was giving up my voice. Life in that house felt like a prison. I can't count the number of times I wanted to leave, but fear kept me rooted. I thought about hitchhiking, but the rest were terrifying. What if something worse happened to me out there? Then one day, a Filipino lady from the other town called me up. She invited me to go shopping with her. And I was over the moon, but of course I had to ask permission. That night, after carefully choosing the right moment, the right word, I asked Jack if I could go. To my surprise, he handed me a $20 bill and told me to buy drinking glasses because we'd been using peanut butter jars as cups. The mall was 45 minutes away, and for the first time in months, I felt free. I bought the glasses for, I believe it was $14.49, and I spent $3 on a meal at Chick-fil-A. When I got home, Jack was waiting on the porch, furious. He demanded the receipt and $1.50 in change. But things took a turn. Almost a year later, a friend referred me to a job as a seamstress. I was thrilled, and surprisingly, Jack didn't stop me. For the first time, I felt a sliver of independence. But even then, he found ways to control me. He bought me a car, but the documents were in his name, and I had to make the payments. When I picked up my first paycheck, I was very ecstatic. But guess who was waiting at the HR office? Jack. Yes, you heard it right. He wanted a check and insisted I authorize him to pick it up. I felt that moment the ultimatum betrayal. I was working hard, and yet he still wanted to take control. To everyone listening, this chapter is about more than just hardship. It's about the awakening I needed to start reclaiming my life. If you made it this far, thank you. Sharing this journey with you means everything to me. And if you're new here, go back and watch the earlier chapters so you can see how far I've come. Stay tuned for the next chapter, where I'll share how I began to break free from the chains that held me back. It's a journey of hope, strength, and self-discovery, and I can't wait to share it with you. Until next time, remember, no matter how dark it gets, there's always light ahead. You are strong, and you are not alone. Bye for now.